Hello everybody, Big G here and welcome back, episode 5 of this Let's Play RimWorld series. This is a different recording session to the ones that I've just had, so I've taken a bit of a break from the game and I am back into it now. I think only really struck me over the sort of whilst I was away from my PC, actually sort of the magnitude of the task ahead of us. If we're saying I'm going to get to escape by spaceship, that tech is so far down the line that I'm really worried about making that. That being said, I think we have made some good progress. We are now up to 3 fully able colonists. Well, that's a bit of a generous estimation, isn't it? Well, basically like 2 fully operational colonists, potentially a third if we can recruit this person. I haven't even seen if they're possible to recruit them, so that's all good news. We're fighting off the cat, but we have always got the added bonus of ending up with this additional equipment here. I'm particularly looking at the scatter shot and the carbine as potential weapons that I could use. That looks like an M4, I think, sort of if you look at it from above, or maybe an M16. I don't really know. One of them, either. But it's going to be good. It's better than any gun we've got so far. This is really frustrating me. I think it's going to die now. I think we have done enough. Yes, we have done enough to make sure it won't get up again. I'm going to prioritize treating Carolee, although I thought I reset my defaults so they didn't use yeah, I don't want that. I want them only to use herbal medicine, unless there's a reason for them to use actual medicine. So of course, if someone's like face has fallen off, then we'll use medicine, but otherwise we'll try to restrict it and get by without. I mean, I'm feeling okay about this playthrough at the moment. I'm a bit concerned that it's all going to go and fall apart at any instance. Just it could do at any point. I'm quite excited by the prospect of that. The other thing I'm very conscious of is because there's no wood on this map, we have a shortage of resources. I think I've really gone through my steel very quickly. I've already mined out this pocket here. I've already mined out this pocket here. I don't know how much else is available to us. I think there's some more here and maybe some elsewhere. But you've got to think of it like this is all a finite resource, apart from these ship chunks that I can deconstruct. At some point, there's going to be I know I'm making blocks now, but there's going to be a point where I will run out of steel unless I can get a core miner. That is itself a long way down the line. So I'm a bit worried about whether we're going to make it or not. I know that we've got a raid tomorrow, in a few hours. So, oh god, that's not good, is it? I don't know. Maybe you guys can suggest an idea for who I execute a raid with. Sorry, I'm aware not all of these are working. I know the Orion code doesn't work, and I think there's a few others that don't either. But basically, as far as I'm aware, everything else does. If it doesn't work, I'll just trigger another one. Don't worry. But I mean, at the moment I'm just sort of clicking and then see who I land on. Which is fine, but I mean, I don't know if you guys want to think about a system about how I can actually do it, and again, to decide the scale of the raid, because I think I did the second one down last time, which is only a single twisted, so that wasn't very particularly challenging. But maybe we could even go up here somewhere. I don't know. We'll see how we get on. It'll be fine. We're starving. Who's starving? Eckhart is starving. Well, maybe if she got up without her leg, it'd be all right, wouldn't it? She'll be fine. Yeah, she'll be fine. She'll, sorry. You know, this gender stuff was all very, very awkward to me, you know. Just don't believe in these gender binaries. We have got food though, so, oh good, Carolee's back up, that's good news anyway. Oh, sorry, just brushed my mic again. I do apologise about that, I only recently got a headset, and I'm not used to having a mic that's like literally right in my face. So every time I like go to brush on my luscious locks, you know, I actually just brush the mic, which I do apologise for. So I've forgotten who my best shot is. It is Riesling. So I get them on the carbine because I think that's probably the best weapon we've got. Carolee can't fight, and I think we'll put Fab on the shotgun. I suppose it is probably better than the pistol because it does such a lot more damage than the pistol, if I'm right. Oh, she's got the Mazan. the Mozan. Mozan. Um, I think the cooldown on the Mozan is really what lets me down. It's 20 damage and quite accurate at range, but this is 40 damage and accurate, well, almost to 100% from medium range onwards, and has a shorter cooldown. So if she hits, well, he hits, sorry, with the shotgun, he could do a lot more damage, which is probably more important. But I do want to keep some of these guns, particularly the pits. Yeah, good job, Carolee. She's holding it under roof, so they won't deteriorate. Once Eckhart is back online, we will be able to give the pistol to her or the Mozan. Uh, and we've got seem to end quite a lot of alcohol for a colony of 4 people. It's quite a lot of wine here. Now I don't ever really see the point of alcohol. That being said, if you're playing with moods on, it definitely does make a difference. But in a playthrough like this, it doesn't really do much. Because the only reason you do it is that alcohol makes people happy, and if you're anything like me, as in an alcoholic, then you're very much aware of that. I'm not an alcoholic, by the way. I'm not an alcoholic. I just drink a lot, like all the time, every day. No, I don't. But I do like a big beer. At uni, I was known. I was 2 pints. Oh yeah, my tolerance to alcohol is not fantastic, but I do enjoy drinking. Okay, those two things don't go together. Right, so we've got some research going, which is good. We've got some food in the store, which is good. I'd like to find some wood for the peg leg. Honestly, I cannot see any. I don't think there is any more on this map, except for maybe over here. The problem with doing this is that I am literally just like it's taking all the wood there is on the entire map. So I'm going to see if I can get an orchard going. If it is possible, if I believe correctly, this tree, I'm not even going to pronounce, not going to try to pronounce it because I know I'll do it wrong, is the fastest growing. It doesn't yield particularly a lot of wood, but obviously in this instance the priority is that we get wood quickly, not the amount of wood we get. And I just think that we're going to cut every tree down on this map before any oak trees, for example, would be even near ready. What I'm going to do is we keep doing this as if they're like beds. They're not beds. They're just sort of like places. So I can move these 2 beds over here, and then I actually move Whitman into her own cell, so she at least doesn't get in the way of us when we're butchering. And I have the feeling that slightly more spacious. Oh no, don't do that. Slightly more spacious to do that than it is to do than she is living in the oh my god, the sort of I don't like it. Try to cut that out in the future. Sorry about that. Yes, there's definitely a lot of prosthetic workbenches and butcher tables in here, so of course she is. That's not what I wanted you to do. I didn't want you to grow them everywhere. I wanted you to grow them in the field below. Oh, these people. These people, and I know, obviously I know I've done that, but I'm going to blame them. I don't want to select all of them, I only want to select this one. Oh, this is very awkward. Right, okay, we're going to extreme. That was probably totally unnecessary, but I just couldn't be bothered, I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's better for our prisoner to be in a room by herself than a room with a butcher table as well. Oh, God, screw this. Sometimes I do find the interaction with some of the zones a bit difficult, particularly when you have stacked items on top of each other. It can be a little bit tricky to pick up some stuff sometimes, but in this instance, probably not. Would this yield wood? Is that... No, I wouldn't have thought so. It's a very quick planting going on here. I could definitely tell you it does not take... It's not that quick. I think I mentioned I have my own allotment. I'm really into gardening, very weirdly. Yeah, I always have been. Like, I've done quite a lot of work on my mum's garden. I quite enjoy going to gardens and seeing stuff. So I got an allotment last year when I moved home, and I've been growing stuff on it since, which has been really fun. I've really enjoyed it. Really got into it actually. which all my friends, of course, think is hilarious. And I think from an unbiased perspective, it's really mental. But I enjoy it. So what are you gonna do? Yeah. So Whitman, I think, is wearing a yeah, a clown suit. They just pop up all the time. Uh, on the games that I've played. These suits have huge effects. So they massively take down your shooting accuracy. They slow you down and they slow down your aiming time. Um, on the other hand, though, they for some reason make you good at surgery and they make you good at like social interactions, which I don't really know why. But no, sorry, they make the surgery perform better, but less likely to be successful. So uh, I don't really understand why that suit has these effects, but they pop up all the time. And I found in my last playthrough, oh, here we go, fall has begun. That oh, it's cold. Look, I saw some. It's because I was in the fridge. Um, that basically any non-aligned faction, as in not a mod, spawned with these suits, which is really weird. But loads and loads of people found them everywhere. So I might try and get my prime socialite put in a clown suit because of course they'll be talking and doing most interactions. But certainly, considering that we'll need combat, we don't want those shooting stats to go with it. Now I'm aware it's a new month, so it's time to execute your raid. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I pressed the wrong button. So I'm not. I've closed my eyes. Well, that's sort of between two, but we'll go for they're both tribes. So uh, I think I started here. So let's go for 49 this time. And I don't really know what to do, so we'll just do immediate attack. Respond as friendlies. That's weird. I would have assumed they would have come to kill me. Um, right. All right. That's odd. What's he got on him? An ironwood canabo. Canabo. I don't know how to pronounce that. I do apologize. It's Japanese, I think. I've got a Japanese. Well, I've got sorry, an Asian weapons mod enabled, so people will spawn with katanas and with yeah, lots of sort of ancient Asian weapons. Now, I didn't want him to be a friendly, so I'm gonna wait for him to leave, and then I'm gonna spawn another raid which actually has bad guys in it, because I don't think that's the premise that I sold you guys. So, oh, here we go. That's interesting. Ah, oh, yeah. See what happened there is I forgot to turn the middle states off. So yes, very sorry about that. Um, he's gone mental. I think the bit. Oh, he's incapable of violence. Well, having this friendly here may well help us out, because I think that's a blunt weapon as well. So if he just knocks Fab out, which would be fantastic. Yeah. Oh, don't. Oh, yeah. Just knock him out, and then we'll take him prisoner. Take him prisoner, as in like just make him better again. Oh, it's very dramatic. These fights always look so funny. I just have you ever seen a fight like that? I'd love to know. Have you ever seen a fight? I don't think I've ever actually seen a fight of like people. I've sort of seen people like awkwardly jostle up against each other. That happened a lot at school. I went to a boys' school and it was very supposedly macho, but it was definitely not. It's just a lot of people sort of being very awkward all the time. But yeah, so I saw people sort of like do that thing where where they chest against each other, like who's got the bigger chest, and they sort of like fling their arms around wildly, but not really actually fighting. Like either too inept to do any damage to each other, or just don't really know what they're doing. Yeah, so I saw quite a lot of that, but no actual fights. Although I'd like to think if there was a fight, it would probably happen in my workplace, because not because of any of my colleagues or anything that we do, but I work in an office which has a lot to do with social services, so which can be quite sad and emotional at times. But unfortunately, it is where the final decision is made to take a child into custody sometimes. So often we do get, understandably, irate parents or relatives that want to make their case strongly, and put it bluntly, they go a bit mental. And I think it's almost on a well, weekly basis at least that people will go a bit mad, and they'll start shouting and screaming in the lobby, and they'll demand to speak to people, and they'll throw furniture about and stuff. We have had the police called quite a few times to our office, but so yeah, so genuinely, if a fight was going to happen, it would probably happen there. Um, Although I think that's not really the kind of fight I'm talking about. I can understand why that would happen. Okay, so he's off. He's off. The tribesperson has gone away. That means that we can summon a raid. I was going to wait for him to leave the map before I do summon anyone else. I don't know if there's any way to tell whether these people will be friendly. I'm not sure if it's dependent on my faction relations. By the way, by taking that guy prisoner from the traders, I've realised that I've now made them an enemy. So that's not going to be good. But I'm not anticipating necessarily having good faction relations this playthrough. Only probably with one or two factions, which is what I'll try to do, or a few factions anyway. I generally find that the friendlies they send are generally not that helpful anyway. Right. Attempt number 2, here we go. I'm closing my eyes. Oh god, that's the same people again, isn't it? I have no idea what that was. I have absolutely no idea. We're doing it. Oh. Traitor Guard. Now, oh dear. Okay. See, I thought the Traitor Guard weren't working, and in the test game that I played, the Traitor Guard didn't work. And I felt that because I was playing the 40k mod activated, that would be really good if they did work. And they were the one out of all the factions I wanted to work, the one that ironically I did. But I've seen these spawn in mechanoid raids before. These are blight drones, which if you read them, you can read, of course, if you just pause it, you can read exactly what they are. They're basically like a genetically modified genetically modified sort of flying creature which is incorporated with some machinery, and they buzz about and they kill you, and they've got an auto cannon. In my experience, they're really dangerous. So this will be, and there's only one of them, but this would be a good test, I reckon. So I want to get Carolee back inside. I'm going to get Riesling to the door to shoot through the embouchure. But I'm quite concerned because this, particularly with my people, yeah, Fab can't even walk at the moment. It's all up to Riesling. God, they're fast, aren't they? This is going to be quite... They're going to steal? That... Okay, yeah, sure. It's running off some human leather, which, to be honest... Alright. It's just run off and it's like, yeah, right, boss, I did kill him. I killed them all. Here's their leather. I'm so pleased that's buggered off. That thing almost like broke through instantly. I've realised having those coolers there is a problem. I'm hoping to one day avoid this being the first line of defence. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that thing having stole some leather. It could, if it's stolen something else, it's stolen my my scattershot or maybe my silver, I'd perhaps come out for it, but I'm quite happy with. I've seen those things. They're really fast. They're really dangerous. Their autocannon fires. It's like a giant machine gun, which fires really fast, and it's quite accurate too. So it's not like the mechanoid minigun. It's actually dangerous because the mechanoids are a very mixed bag. The slicers or the skysers, or the slicers, I think they're called, I find really dangerous because they've got a really accurate sniper and they're deadly in melee as well. But the centipedes, half of them are just crap. If they have the laser cannon or they have the minigun, they just don't hit a thing. And it's only the ones that have the inferno cannon, which are even slightly dangerous. But of course, because I'm playing with mods, mechanoid raids will spawn with those blight drones, as you've just seen, and they'll also spawn with tanks from the Soviet mod, which from a role-playing perspective isn't fantastic. But I can tell you that they were very, very dangerous. The combination of centipedes, scythers, blight drones, and tanks really was quite deadly. Particularly the cannon on the tank which I found could blow through defenses quite easily, was definitely a big threat. And the speed of the bite drones and the accuracy of the scythers to combine with that was just deadly. I lost quite a few colonists to that. As you can tell, I am one for losing colonists. um, I'm definitely not looking for any kind of, I think loss of life is inevitable in this game, but the scale of loss of life for me is, yeah, it's going to be bad. It's going to be really bad. I suppose that's the challenge I've set myself, really. Now, it'd be quite nice if someone could heal him so we can actually get back to work. So I am going to set Carolee to be a level 4 doctor, priority 4 doctor. Which I know doesn't really work. No, don't use medicine. I've set my defaults, right? You're all seeing this. Yes, okay, there we go. I had to press that button, sorry. There we go. Right, no, heal, please. Now, having Riesling research half the time does mean that Carolee is doing stuff by herself. But to be honest, I think the priority is... Oh, we got a mad animal. What is it? An iguana? Ooh. Oh, it's made an interesting sound. I'm not sure I've heard that one before in Real World. Oh, it sounds very dangerous, but I don't think it's going to be. I think Riesling can pretty much kick this in the face. What does it say about the iguana? Large lizards feed on plant matter. Oh, they're quite dangerous, according to this. I wouldn't have said so myself. They look tiny. Well, I think we'll be alright. You can just tell this is a good gun. Look how many hits that just landed. If that's a small creature, we did very well to kill that. Hoping we can get someone equipped with the Mozan and the scatter shot again, and then hopefully we'll be back up to quality 0 treatment. Wow, that's he's literally just looked at it, just put his hands up and doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah, so the iguana's back up, but I mean I don't really care as long as it's no longer. Oh, I thought we did a bit of a number on that really. Yeah, so. We're fine. Carolee is fully healed. Now we're just waiting for Fab to be back up. But with Riesling researching, we're not getting much done elsewhere. But I think we're okay. We're just sort of surviving at the moment. I want some wood. I really want some wood to be cut down. I said lots of times I think it's really important. Some figs over here. I like figs. As another X-Cat. These things just look totally out of place. These look like they really should be in the Arctic, not out here in the desert. But we're gonna go. There's a Toroton, Toroton over here. These things are really big. They take quite a lot of hits. These are, they have like a shell over there, like an exoskeleton, which holds up their body weight because it's so huge. Some of these animals are added in by mod. The things like the direwolf and the X-Cat and the Toroton and the gerbil are all added in via mod. But I quite like a greater variety of animals. So, because I find particularly some more alien animals as well is good, because for an alien planet, I've always thought there are an awful lot of terrestrial animals located on this planet. So, yeah, I don't really know why that is. I was going to tell you the seed of the planet I'm playing on. I've loaded the whole planet. If you would like to see it, it's here. Here you are. This is my world. We are sort of located in a northern desert between temperate forest and boreal forest, and there's tundra to the north of us. So I imagine that this the kind of desert in reality would be like the Gobi or one of the southern deserts, which of course get very freezing in the winter but are boiling in the summer, which due to its geographic location I would actually question in reality, but because it's so far north. But I think that's where we are. We are closest to the Cellstorm, which I don't know who they are actually. I think they might be the agency, which isn't good because they look to kill us when we form a cult. But we've got a few other sort of North Standard looking colonies here. Writer's Desert. I don't know who they are. There's a Wehrmacht base there. There's a Peony hive here. These like giant wasp things that you can play as. They're supposedly quite friendly, so I'm quite pleased they're near. Slaves over here, and then feral base here for the Haven Skinners. But you can see where we are in relation to everything. It's a really big map. Woo! Look at that. One thing I do wish is that this map move serves slightly more purpose. I know that you can now form like a camp and you can move across the map, but unfortunately I don't really see the point in that because you often just end up leaving everything behind. Um, what I would like is the opportunity to actually raid other colonies because raiding is such a big part of the game for yourself. I think it'd be really cool if you can form a raiding party, or or your whole colony has to go on a raid in order to survive, or something like that. But I understand that may not be within the limitations of the game. I just think that would be really cool as a next stage. Raw rice. Oh, that's one thing I hope I never have to eat ever. Oh, disgusting. I wonder where the research for the electric bench is, because I wonder if that's actually what's stopping us from cooking these meals, or whether it's just no one set to cooking has a high enough priority. Yeah, it's only Eckhart. If I put Fab up to cook first, probably before anyone else, then we'll at least get some meals up and going. He's not good at it. No one's good at cooking, actually, I think, from what I remember. Apart from Eckhart, he's the only one who can sort of cook, as in, like, they know they have boiled a potato once or twice. I've forgotten to set my alarm again, everyone. Sorry. I've literally, I've recorded 5 episodes. Well, this is my 5th. I really don't know what I'm doing. Yes, I just recalled that last time we got raided, that these things over here were a real problem. So I'm gonna get them moved as a priority. So we'll get those out of here, and we'll get these out as well, because I think they might be close enough for long-range shooters to sit behind. And then we'll need a place for the steel slag as well. I know you're all thinking, if anyone... Yeah, if anyone saw the In-Betweeners, they know what I'm thinking about when I say slag, but oh well. Now, it's irritating me slightly that Whitman hasn't been... Whitman is also starving to death. Can someone please take her to bed? That sounds romantic, doesn't it? Taking to bed. Oh. Yeah, go on. Get them in their own cell. So prison breaks are a thing now, and one downside of having the dev console activated is you can see roughly how long you've got to wait. I don't know what it means when it says -1, but anytime it just shows anything other than that, you can of course calculate how long you've got left on a raid, prison break. With quite a few of the mods I've got enabled, luckily, what you can do is you can break down materials and weapons you don't need, which I think you could only do sometimes on the machining bench prior to this. But yeah, so I think that would be good. We're making some more bricks again. It's good to see. I'm going to try planning out where we're going to go. So it'd be quite nice to close the whole of this. I suppose, how do you call it? I suppose it would be a field. What do you call it? I quite sounded sick when I said that, don't I? Yeah, so we've got marble blocks. I don't know how many we've got. Ooh, we've got quite a few actually, considering. So what I'll do is I'll put that in there. I'm not using this embouchure because this embouchure people can actually climb through, which I'm not a big fan of, because you can't actually do that. The whole point of an embouchure is that you can't climb through it. You can only shoot through it. And they can, I would like to say, oh, I've just made that wood, haven't I? Yeah, so they can shoot you through the embouchure, but it's much more difficult. So it acts as like good cover. But the key being they can't walk through it. So it's still a solid barrier. 1, 2, 3. I wish there was some way to hotkey these. That being said, I have just noticed that there is. Yeah. So yes, well, we're going on. I think progress is being made. I'm always happy about that. Yeah, so we'll go with 3 and 3 here at the corner. So that will prove a bit problematic. because what will happen is if they come at us from this angle, it'll be quite hard to hit them other than standing here or here. But I think that's something we'll just have to deal with at the time that it comes. I think we've got loads of bricks already. I thought we'd been miles off being able to do this yet. Sorry, I've just realised I should probably actually do this. Right, good. So we've got microelectronic basins now. So now we can research actual proper electronic technology. So we can. The first thing I will definitely research is, as soon as I have found it, turrets or gun turrets. I think it might be called. Yeah, gun turrets. That's what I want. The reason for that being we're going to be attacked a lot, so we will definitely want that. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There you go. That ought to do it. I'll have to actually get some kind of defenses at some, not defenses, sorry, doors put in. For now, I'm not so worried about that though. And then I suppose we'll just do this at the end. And we'll fill in any of the spots that don't have them with embouchures like this. But we would of course want to actually get out of this wall so we can explore the rest of the map. But for now, I just want to make sure that people just can't run in and kill us. And we've got a lot more bricks than I thought, because there's only 35 here. The game was indicating I had quite a lot more, which I was skeptical of, but I suppose, you know, we'll have to just see what happens. Night time, so I'm trying to fast forward to get through it a bit. It's a real shame that Carolee can't fight. She's quite helpful in the sense that because she can't fight, she has to be doing something else. So it forces me to have to find other jobs for her. But where is Fab? Why isn't Fab cooking? Because cooking is a #1 priority. It's set as anyway. 4 simple meals. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Currently have 5. Minimum stock of 5. Yes, we have none. No simple meals. Unless these count as meals? I don't know. Put it up a bit. Put it up to something like 25. I'll try and keep a higher stock of meals. Meals stack slightly better than raw meats, I find. They also deteriorate less quickly, which... Oh, here we go. There's another raid coming. The Deadly Partners. We've got a guy with a... Oh, 2 guys. Oh, that's the first time we've had a raid of 2 people, I think. Oh, no, that's not true. We had one of 3 people last time. So someone with frag grenades and a Volt jumpsuit and a Remington, which is a shotgun, I believe. Yes. Right. So, yes, that could be probably Zebra. Look, that's quite fun. 2 guys coming in. I think what we'll do is, if we can get Rising in position, we'll try and get someone to take a shot at them from the embouchure here. Where have they gone? Here they are. They're coming in quick. But of course, we're going to have to run back quite quickly because they have, well, because they're coming in, and I don't think we'll be able to stop them at this stage. If I put you here, actually, that might be quite good for you. Oh god, he's much closer than I thought. The grenades could be a problem. Oh. Run. They're running. Oh, we got them. Chase him down. Go on, get him. Oh, no, he's out of range. Well, we got some grenades. They really weren't much of a threat. Basically, they could have only have... Oh, he's out. He's well out of there. So we got one person. The other guy escaped. So the only thing that could have hurt us there was whether I didn't pull my guy back when he threw the grenade, but he did. So that's what I did. So that's fine. And yeah, so that's another raid. I don't think Urluk-Gar has broken us yet. I don't think that one is much of a threat. If they sent a guy maybe with a ranged weapon, that would have been better. We got some cargo pods. Molten shell. Now, what is that? A heavy composite metal shell that is designed to be fired by large caliber molten weapons. Now, they sound good. I'm going to take those. I mean, obviously, we haven't got a gun to fire them yet, whatever gun that is, but, well, we will want them, no matter what they are, because if nothing, we can always sell them. So, there's no reason for them being out here, and they also sound quite devastating, so if we can get them, then we'll keep them. But they're a bit awkward because I don't actually know what turret or gun they relate to. Because I think the turrets from the turret mod I've got enabled actually tell you which ammunition corresponds to which, because they tell you the size of the caliber. On that, they just say a large caliber gun, and that's not the way that obviously that actually works. So, bit awkward. Don't really know. But we'll just haul them in, and then we'll keep them, and we can always sell them, or we can fire them later at some point. But they probably will be needed. Carolee's done quite a lot of building recently. Is she good at building? Yes, she is. She's also passionate. Well, at least she's getting something done. Riesling is research. Riesling is researching. And we're finally cooking as well, which is good to see. I don't know if we've butchered our bloke yet. I think we have. I can't see any clothing which looks like it would be worth picking up. We've just got a poor toque and a poor jumpsuit. The jumpsuit's actually got quite good protection, but unfortunately I think it replaces everything when you wear it, so you can't wear anything else with it. Oh, although Carolee's going to wear it now, so we'll find out. Oh no, it's been reserved by, it's not. If I put it on, it took something off. It took the shirt off. Oh, it's fine. If it offers good protection, it offers good protection. Carolee is, again, probably wearing armor above her station, considering she doesn't do anything. But, well, we'll see. She does do stuff, she just doesn't fight. She's a peaceful alien, which, for me, is worthless. I need people that will kill people. Maybe people who are more Stalin-orientated, or, or just crazy, that would be good. Let's see the backstory of these people. So Riesling, I didn't do. Riesling Bacchus was a youth delinquent, only child of a celebrity. Expected her to take up the family profession, but she actually went to youth detention. And yeah, so she became skilled at making shanks and an interest in ornithology. Very funny. Yeah, and then she was an involuntary hermit. So I suppose after that she was picked up by the medieval group that she ended up with, and sort of flourished from there. But she's 23, she's a fast walker, she is inspirational, and she has an iron fist, so you know she hits very hard, like literally hits very hard. But so she's quite good to have around, is she? Isn't it? Yeah. So I feel like she's sort of like had a bad childhood and has had probably got a lot of mummy and daddy problems as such. What's Fab's backstory? What's wrong with him? Oh, he's a geologist. That's what's wrong with him. I talked about this last night. He likes rocks. He's literally just mental. He likes rocks. And then we have the sort of passive aggressive corner store keeper. I like that. I like that story a lot. Carolee, what was your story? Convent worker and a factory worker. Convent child. So she was sort of born into submission and hard work, and then became a factory worker. So she's sort of been like endlessly just forced to do work, like sort of not really valued as a human being or as a person, or as a human being, as an Asari being. But she's always just been forced to do stuff. So you sort of feel like she would actually be capable of violence. I don't know. Maybe it's because she grew up in a convent and they told her that she shouldn't do violence and stuff like that. I don't know. I do want to get these shells in because I know if they lose value if you just leave them deteriorating, and anything like me, you just forget they're there, which I do all the time. So I'm gonna try and get a steel door in. We'll make our main entrance here because that makes sense. I suppose we'll get one in the south and north sides of the wall as well. The walls come on quite quickly though. I suppose with the crafting and building skills of Carolee, we actually getting good stuff done. If we get Whitman in, what can she do again? Medicine. It would be very good to have someone who can medic up. Now she's only level 3 at the moment, which I think we have got people better than that. But if I make her do it, then she'll get better a lot quickly. I think it's 150%. Unfortunately, she can't shoot or melee at all. Like she's literally never even heard of it. Like she's barely heard of it, is what it says. She can cook, which is good, and she can grow and mine. So I think there is a role for her in this colony. She'll be our principal cook. She'll be working behind the scenes, doing sort of the cooking and the growing and the stuff which keeps us all going. Uh, Whereas I suppose that if we're talking about combat, Riesling is our only really combat orientated person at the moment. Fab can sort of fight, but he's no good. But Whitman can hold a gun as well, which she definitely will do. I can assure you. Anyone that can hold a gun will hold a gun in this Let's Play. I can't afford to have passengers, unfortunately. Yeah, so we're doing all right. We're doing good. Making progress. Maybe we speed it up a bit. Probably about a third of the way through to getting gun turrets. We'll mine a bit more of our mountain, see what we can get. If I could make it... now, the mistake I made in my last game by myself was I... Oh, this is what I was telling you about. That's interesting. Actually, that's pretty good. Because it's fully enclosed, well, we can't be attacked from there, but it is extra area for us to sort of do stuff. What I was going to say, sorry, was that I made one big cell rather than individual cells, which came to really bite me in the arse because basically people they'd all prison break together and then it would be really difficult to deal with. So what have we got in this? So we've got a few more components in this area, but otherwise it's just open space. There could be something behind this wall that's going to kill me, so that would be worth bearing in mind. Normally it's either Cryptosleek Sarcophagi or it is mechanoids, or both actually. I have had that happen before as well. But either way, they're going to kill me if I open that up. I'll be able to find out if I go and stand someone by it. You get the ancient danger thing. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, I can't open that. They'll kill me. Now I have had it before that something like this happened, and I got mortared, and it opened it up whilst whilst I was hiding in my cliff. So that was very difficult to cope with. The only disadvantage of having done this is I've just realised we're no longer indoors. So I will try and seal it off whilst I can, just in case. I will put in a embouchure and another door. I'm burning steel. I really don't like the way I'm going through steel at the moment. Because I need steel for machines. You know, really my basic building material is going to be stone. And if stone is stronger than steel as it is, and steel is desperately needed for machines. So, yeah. I'll try and get Whitman a bed, actually. She's sort of the most important person to actually get one. It's not a guest bed, it's just a bed. If I use slate blocks... Oh, here we go. So we got someone else. An industrial orphan. Do you think they can fight? I'm not sure they can. Is being chased, 18 years old, and she begs you for safety. I'm having to fight off pirates. Right, let's do it. Oh, I wasn't expecting them. Oh, when did they arrive? I did not realise that there was a trade caravan outside. I have no idea when they came along, but yeah. So there's some vault dwellers who have ventured outside their vault. They're here with exotic goods. I can assure you right now, I won't be able to. This guy has just turned up. He said couldn't fight, and he's very very good melee. He's got an iron fist as well. It's nerd rage. I love that. He's literally a YouTube commenter. Oh, that's really great. Oh, I love that so much. And he's a professional stonecutter, which is interesting. I suppose we'll get him to do all the stone cutting then. But He's pretty good. He's pretty good all round. There's nothing he can't do. He's relatively good at melee. He's okay at shooting. I will make him use a gun, don't worry. And he can build as well. But more importantly, he's come with a gun, an AEK 971, possible successor to the AK-74. Everyone's heard of that. And it's not great accuracy though, so I'm going to make him put it down and pick up the Mosin. And in the meantime, in preparation of these people probably jumping in by jump pod or whatever it is, jump pod, drop pod is the word I'm looking for. Is I'm going to get all my people to the side, and they're gonna hide. I'm going to turn that off. Now, this again, another situation where I seem to be being raided. When we have traders here. So if any of one of these people die, and I'm looking at them, and these people look pretty heavily armed. I think he's got a, well, what's he got? An Abeline kid? What do you think that means? Yeah, they're dropping right on top of me. But this could be fun. It depends what they drop in with. But there's definitely some guys with some machine guns. A compound bow here. It's a caravan shotgun. It's an FMP90. There's another guy with a Mosin gun, although a poor one. Where's the Abeline kit? That sounds like a really weird gun. Limited edition of the BB gun. Yeah, that's very ghetto. That is, isn't it? Oh, there's potentially 3 pirates here. Oh, this is fantastic. The other guy. This is a guy with a Luger, with a pistol. The guy with a compound bow and a guy with a ship. The traders are going to win. There's no doubt about that. But if they could kill each other, then that's great. It just seems to have happened a lot this playthrough, even more than usual, I'd say. We've lost one trader, so I've got a gun. I don't really know who I want to win. That's, you know, because I will beat the pirates. Oh, they're running. Oh, someone's down. Oh, that's good news. So here's me digging my new cells, and literally, we've captured someone else already. That's the wrong way around, which is going to frustrate me. Don't ask. I don't know why. So, capture. Well, there is a prisoner bed. No, it's not a prisoner bed. Oh, I'm sorry. What's our guns? Anyway, we got a Luger. Who's our best social negotiator? Well, Eckhart, of course, who's out of action. I suppose I'll make Fab do it at the moment. But I'll get Carolee to come and capture. So I say we fought off the the pirates. We didn't fight them off. They sort of, yeah, that's it's good news. So what we've got here is we got some exotic goods traders. Always have some good stuff, I find. Unfortunately, it's all very expensive because you'd sort of expect it. I can sell them some stuff, but I've only got 414 gold, silver even. If I sell them the whiskey, the apple cider, then I get a bit more. I don't know if it's worth buying the medicine. I don't think it is, because I've already got some. What do I want? Oh, it's just so expensive, isn't it? I can buy an Orion Corporation helmet, which isn't very good. Or I can buy a... Does telescope do anything? No, it's fun and relaxing. I don't care about fun and relaxing, you know me. Focusing lens. It has a use in the production of laser weaponry. Well, that's a long way off. That is. Should I go for a super weapon? A psychic shock lance could be situationally fantastic. I don't want the pulsar, obviously, because that serves no purpose. I don't know. It's very confusing, isn't it? Or do I just save my money? I mean, that's the other thing. I mean, that's a one-time use thing. And it's very situational. I'm going to sell them some of my sort of rubbish. I'll sell them all of that, actually. And I can't see. I don't want it. If I buy it, how much am I? 258 down. So, you know what, I'm going to do it. I will do it. I'm not happy about the sale. I don't think it's particularly cost effective for what we're doing. Cranley, what are you doing? I literally told you to capture. Capture him. Oh, trying to capture my own man. That was odd. I have to get some trading set up. I do find that harvesting people is very lucrative. Either selling their organs or products from their skin and stuff. It tends to be quite effective. So yes, that's good, isn't it? That would be a good way of making money. Weapons. What I notice is that playing without moods on is you just progress so much faster than anything else. If you play with the sorry, I'm looking for the super weapon stuff. Yeah, here. It's here, I think. Psychic. Oh, it's not here. Sorry. Yeah, that's what I want. It's yeah, so you just progress so much faster because you're not having to constantly worry about how your colonists are feeling. Um, and of course, they don't break, so they don't spend the half their time just wondering about, in essence, thinking about how sad they are. I've never reworked the priorities after getting Rising, I've just realised. So we're going to do it now. Estes can't doctor, but I'll put them on a very low priority for now. Actually, it doesn't really matter, I'll take them off. Bed rest 2. If there's something more important to do, then we'll do it. Handling. Yeah, that's definitely Carolee. Wardening. I definitely feel like that's Eckhart still. Negotiating is the same. Handling is the same. I'll take you off. Hunting. Yeah, but that's an average. So this thing is, they haven't. Oh no, that's probably about right for him. I'll put that quite high up. That's quite good. What else is he? What is he good at though? Crafting. So I'll put him as priority 2. Crafting. And then 3, constructing, growing, all that kind of stuff. We could do these as priority 4 because they don't really mean anything. And then Estes. If you would like to be any of these people, please comment below. I'm only recording a few hours after my last session as such, so I mean, of course, it is limited, but as soon as you do let me know at the earliest possible opportunity, I will put you in the game. Don't worry, it will happen. So Estes isn't very good at anything in particular, but he of course can do everything. So these kinds of people I tend to find become my primary holders and cleaners, just because then they help to assist others. We'll put him as smithing, tailoring, and crafting as level 4. Actually, I'll take him off because I seem to have so many good crafters once. Put in priority 2, mining and cutting. Growing is okay, priority 4, as is his constructing. Yeah, I mean, he's okay. I mean, he's basically going to be a hauler and a gun. He's already got a gun. I don't know if it's better than a gun or not. I don't think it is. We'll get him equipped with the Nagant. AEK. It's just the accuracies aren't high enough for me to warrant using it. That's pretty good. That's not bad. It's a 9 damage, 1 second warm up, 3 burst count. As a, I suppose. Well, I'll just keep him with the Mozan for now. We need someone with a longer range weapon, I suppose. Do they want to buy the guns that I just got? No, I don't suppose they do. No, they don't. But I can sell them this and this. That's good. Yeah, these are quite good fun. I like those. I'm hoping that if I ever come across someone with like power armor or someone who is absolutely mental, then someone. Oh, come on. Oh, it's because I've set all my people to really low priority wardening. So please do that. Thank you. Please. Thank you. Wonderful. So I suppose for now I'll set someone for priority 1 warden. You could be you. Doesn't matter, they're the same. Yeah. Now, Maru, can you be recruited? Yes, you can. Are you good at anything? Health-wise, you're fine. He's 29, so he's young, relatively. Good shooting, good melee. I want him. He was bored for an organ farm. Well, that's not a very nice background, is he? Is it? Oh, I don't know how long I've been recording. It must be like an hour. All right, okay. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it here. It's been episode 5. So what we've done is we've built up a basic defense. We fought off some pirates. We've done a bit of trading. Unfortunately, we didn't do the normal thing, but we seemed to sneakily kill all of them as well by negligence more than anything else. But yes, so yes, leave your comments below if you do have any. Please leave a like. I'm really enjoying making this series so far, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye bye.